What's going on, everybody? So in today's video we're going to learn how to create a dynamic accordion using React Bootstrap and an API, an NBA API that I found. Basically what it is, it's going to be listing a bunch of teams, and if I click on it, it dynamically shows me a team's abbreviation, their team name, what conference they're in, their Central, Southeast, Southwest, and the full team name. Let's get into it. Alright, so I got a brand new folder made with nothing inside of it, and the first thing that I'll do is create a React app. So I'll do npx create -react -app, and I'll call it Dynamic Accordion. Alright, so that took a couple of minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and cd into the directory, and I'm going to install a couple of dependencies. So we're going to need React Bootstrap, Bootstrap, and Axios to access the API. So I'll do npm I react-bootstrap and bootstrap, as well as Axios, and let that work its magic. Alright, so while that's installing, I'm going to go ahead and import the CSS needed for the Bootstrap. So I'm going to go inside of my folder and go inside of source, inside of the index.js file. I'll minimize my terminal a little bit. Right here I will import bootstrap dist/css/bootstrap.min.css, and I'll just save that, and I might as well also run the app, and I'll just minimize my terminal while that's running. Alright, so here's our app open, and I'm going to go into my app.js file, and I'm going to primarily be working inside of here. So let's clean out all the header content. We don't need any of that. Let's get rid of this logo SVG, and I will import accordion and card from React Bootstrap, and also import Axios from Axios. Alright, let's go ahead and create our function that is going to be responsible for grabbing data from the API, and the link to the documentation for the API is in the description below. I highly recommend looking through it. It's pretty cool. So what I'll do is, actually let's do, instead of doing function app, let's do const app is equal to empty curly brace. There we go. I just wanted to clean that up a bit. Alright, so I'll do const response, const NBA data is equal to async. And what I'll do is const response is equal to await axios.get, and I'll just do double quotes. So I'll do https there we go. Alright, www.ball.io/api/v1/teams. This is going to give us all of the data regarding the teams. And at the same time, I'll also create, not out here, inside of the const app, I'll also create a const team data and set, capital D, and set team data is equal to use state of an empty array brace, and right down here I will just do set team data to be response.data.data. Now the reason I know that it's going to be data.data is because the data that we get returned is an array of objects. You access .data, and then you have to access it again to get the actual data for all the teams. And now I'll create a use effect function, and I'll add empty curly braces at the very end, and right here I'll just call the function NBA data, and I'll save that. Alright, so I have the documentation open up for the React Bootstrap accordions, and you can grab any one of these that you want, but for me, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and grab this one right here. So the entire header clickable, where I can click the entire header and it opens and closes. So let's go ahead and copy all of this and go back into VS Code, and instead of here I will create a const render, const render accordion is equal to, so we'll give it two parameters. One is going to be team and the other one is going to be index, arrow function, and inside of here I will return So I'll just paste everything in here. Alright, so before we do continue, let me just show you all the data that we're gonna actually get back. So inside of my return div class name app right here, I'll just make curly braces. Inside of here, I'll just console.log team data just so we can see what's happening with it. And I'll go into my inspect, and I'll go into console. Let me zoom in a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. So if I open up this array 30, we can see that we have 30 teams, their abbreviations, their city, conference, division, and many more things. So this is the type of stuff that we're going to be putting into our accordion. Alright, I'm going to go back into my code, and I'm going to replace, actually let's get rid of the second card right here, we don't need that. So I'm going to replace my toggle right here, this click me, with team.city. So it'll be name of the actual city, and the body, I'll replace it with a UL tag, and inside of there I'll make one li. I'll copy this and I'll paste it about 5 times. And the first one, actually, you know what, let's put them in all of these. So if you don't know how to do this command, it's just Control Alt and then the down arrow key in Windows. I'm not sure about Mac. So I'll do curly brace, I'll do team dot, and all these are going to be different. So the first one is going to be abbreviation, and the second one is going to be city. Third one, oops, is going to be conference. Hopefully I'm spelling these right. This one's going to be division, and the last one will be the full name of the team. And let's also put in our index. So inside of right here, I'll get rid of this default active key, and I'll just put in key is equal to curly brace index. And for this event key, I'll replace both of these event keys. Oops. So let me select this, select both of them, curly brace, and I'll just put in team right here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and map over our render accordion function. So instead of the return, let's get rid of this console log, and I'll create a curly brace, and instead of here I'll do team data dot map render accordion. So what it's going to do is it's going to use the parameters of team data and combine it with the function render accordion, and it'll render our accordions for each of the 30 teams. So if I save it and we go back into the app, we will see all of the teams. And if I were to click on Brooklyn, we can see that we have the abbreviation, name of the city, conference. I have no idea what that is. I think that's the destination. I have no idea. And you also have the full name of the team. Alright, so now let's go ahead and make this look a little bit better. This looks pretty crappy. So the first thing that we're going to do to make it look a little bit better is inside of my render accordion function, where we have team city, I'll just put an I tag right here for icon, and I'll just put plus there, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my app.css, and let's go ahead and clear out all of this stuff. We don't need any of it. And what I'll do is target the class name accordion, and I'll give it padding left of 1 em, padding right 1 em, and padding bottom of 0.3 em. Next one I'll target is card header. This is the class name given to the actual React Bootstrap's components for the card. So I'll do display flex justify content space between, so we can put our plus symbol and our title on each end. And I'll do cursor to be pointer, so when we actually hover over it, we can actually see this mouse to change from a regular mouse to a cursor, or to a pointer, I mean. And I'll target the class name app. I'll do background color. Let's do hashtag 26A69A, padding top 2 em, padding bottom 2 EM, and last but not least, I'll target the card. So just class name card, border radius to be 0 pixels, and we also need to override what's there automatically. So I'll just do important, and I'll save that. Let's see how that looks now. That looks a lot better, and if I were to click it, we can see that there's a pointer, but not inside of here, only here, and we have the plus symbol on the other end. Cool, so that covers everything that I have for this tutorial. If y'all enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I highly recommend that y'all try this out with any API that you choose, and try it out with different accordions, just so you can have a better feel for what's happening. And if y'all did enjoy it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.